Greetings, everyone. This is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with a spatial report. We are looking at Venus on home ground. She has made it into Taurus. So that's been quite a journey for Miss Venus. And we are going to go on a little field trip and show you her power. This is her new power spot. So Venus will start to flow, the energy will start to move. So this is a brilliant time for new beginnings. Guess who else is getting ready to make a big shift? Uncle Jupiter, coming out of his fall position. He's a falling big boy, squaring Saturn. So you're seeing that play out with the technocracy and the legacy White House power structures and the illusion, Neptune, the media. So these big battles are about power, shifting power, and harmonizing and balancing budgets, these big world battles of trade. So it's about harmonizing and learning to relate to your neighbors, north of you, south of you, east of you, west of you. So when we harmonize and we're in balance, we don't have any fear. And it's fear is what blocks the flow of energy. It literally makes it dam up until something explodes. And Uranus right now is rising, and Uranus and Mars are going to come into this tense, creative force hitting the earth. And this should be an immense explosion of art, music, talent. The world's sharing and caring that we are in a new possibility. Everything's possible, but Pluto, which is this upheaval energy, the chthonic world, this desire of the other person being, desiring what your neighbor has or being jealous. Pluto literally snatched the feminine beauty, Persephone, the spring flower, yanked her right down into the world of wealth and riches, yachts, clubs. So she was expected to shine like a rose at all times, even if her feelings were wilted. So, and her mother got really angry. So anyway, these are ancient tales of cycles of life. We look at this wheel in 4 quarter segments. So the beginning's next act, which is youth, and then maturity, and then old age. So literally Saturn is a brand new baby here, but he's still floating on the fence between the old world and the new world. So we have these old men, old power structures still running, the legacy world. So this is seeing the new power of the earth itself generating eternal, literally electromagnetic energy. And we can tap into that. And that has been blocked by the legacy power generators. So these old distributors of electricity, which is Aquarius, distributors of power, they had restricted energy and they changed it. They stepped it up and stepped it down, and literally, instead of recharging the whole field, they metered it to your house. So they limited the flow of power. Power is what generates change. So if you have a lot of money in the bank, you can make a lot of things happen quickly. Now, if you're in the poverty mindset and you're always lacking and you're behind the 8 ball all the time, it's hard to make change. Change is all you get. So anyway, enough of this. Well, let's look here. So the big deal is Jupiter will be coming into Cancer, which is beneficial for Jupiter, and then Venus, the lesser benefic, is now in her home sign of Taurus. So these two, the big boy and the big girl, get favorable energy. And look at this. There's only one R on this column over here, meaning retrograde. So Pluto's the only one right now slowed down enough to implement all that upheaval through Capricorn. And now working its way into clubs and sports and, male, female competitions and, these just upheavals in tradition. But that's, how we evolve. So we get to see both sides. Man, Venus is gorgeous. This is why she's at home. Right here is the rising morning star. Just amazing. Man, right there. So